Hello, my name's Alex, and today we're going to chop another breakbeat. We're going to chop another Amen. I've called this video Authentic Jungle Breaks because I think that sound that I just demoed there is ubiquitous with the genre. We've got different parts of the Amen break chopped up and manipulated, pitched down, or time stretched, or doubled in length using different warp modes in Ableton. So we're going to take an Amen break, we're going to put it in a drum rack. We're going to slice different bits of it to different drum pads and manipulate it in different ways, starting from different points of the break. I'm going to do this with a few Amen breaks. I'm going to try and do 3 in the video, but you don't need to do that many. Maybe for demonstrative purposes, I'll just do 1, but we'll see how we get on. So first, we're going to take a break that we like. I'm going to be choosing again from Rhythm Labs Ultimate Amen Break Pack, which I'll link to in the description. And I've already picked out a couple of breaks I like the sound of. So good, never get bored of it. So each of those has been processed in a different way. It looks like the first 2 have the same kind of effect chain, and they've just been grunged out a bit more. There's loads of different ones to choose from in the pack, and I would highly recommend it if you make jungle or drum and bass. It's got all you ever need in terms of the Amen break. Here's one I made earlier, and I'm going to demonstrate again with a drum rack. So we're going to go to instruments, we're going to pull in a drum rack. This is my preset that I have saved here, so that whenever I pull a drum rack onto a MIDI channel, it's going to load it in like this. So this is really handy. I can just drop my break in and it's ready to go, and I can start chopping it across different pads. For this video, I'm just going to use the last bar of the break. Let's just have a look at that. So we'll take this one. I'm going to Alt and drag that to make a copy. So I think that's what here, is it? So listen. Yeah, last 2 bars of the break. That's got kicks, it's got snares. There are some other nice snares in the break that I really like. Love that one. But we're going to use the last 2 bars. So I'm going to pull the sample onto here now, and I'm going to turn warp to repitch. And let's just check how that's lined up here. Program a little pattern. So this is the kick. And I'm going to make it, let's do 2 bars. So this kind of preset that I've created has got a release that is mapped to a macro here along with volume and pitch. So I'd recommend you do the same, or practice lots and find out what works for you. I'm going to copy that over, and on this one I'm going to pull it to make it start from the snare. Something like that will do. So here you go, we've got things sounding like they're just clashing, and I'm going to go to the choke groups in the drum racks, which is in this in out settings, and I'm going to choke them to each other. That way, when it can only play 1 sample at a time in the drum rack, effectively it's monophonic. Something like that. Maybe we could get some velocity going up here at the end. Okay, we've already got a nice pattern there. And I'm just going to do those 2 for now. because when I finish this video, I'll pack this set up and I'll put it in the description so you can have a play about it. You can have a play with this kind of full one that I've already chopped. So now I'm going to pull in the second break we selected. I'm going to do that, but I'm going to copy one that I've already, pad that I've already got, because it's got the macro settings mapped here. It's just easier. So I'll pull that in there. I'm going to do the same again. I'm going to pull it to the last 2 bars here. Okay, and let's copy that and then start messing around. Choke's the same, it's held the choke. So I do all this by ear and kind of just to taste, messing around. And maybe let's, what's this here? Is this a kick? Or I think this might be a kick. So listen. Nice. Okay, and maybe let's pull in this last one. Let's see if we can get all 3 done. And I'm going to do this on this next pad up. Oops, don't want to do that. I need to copy that across. So Alt, I'm going to copy it to E2. And then in E2, I'm going to pull in this thing. And let's just start this from like the symbol or just. That's another snare. Yeah, let's do the symbol. So here, I'm just going to copy this again, and I'll pull to this really hefty kick that there is. Where is that here? Hang on. No, it's there. Pretty sure it's. No, it's not. It's this one. Is this it? Yeah, stuff like that already. We're getting some nice kind of interesting jungly sounds. And let's just duplicate this one and get the cymbal in. So did we actually pull that in, that one? Let's try again. Warp. Might try triplet here, Command 3. Dead. Yeah. Okay, so we've got some really interesting stuff going on there already. Okay, now I'm going to copy the same bits I've already chopped. And I'm going to start messing around with the warp modes, and this is where it gets really fun. So let's just copy all of these. And in these I'm going to change warp to, I'm going to leave it on repitch, but I'm going to make it twice as long. And that'll effectively pitch it down, stretch it out, and drop it down an octave. So let's program something new. Yeah. Okay, with the other ones that I've chopped here, I'm going to try something different. Let's go for, I'm going to go for beats here, and I'm going to make it as long as possible. And for, what have we got here? Let's do the same thing. Let's go for beats, and let's make it half as like twice as long. And I'm going to copy one of the existing ones, use that for inspiration. Okay, something else I'm going to try now is I'm going to copy one of the snares, I'm going to make it beat, and I'm going to introduce some pitch things happening here. So what we got? Got this one. Maybe we'll do it with this funny one up here, and we'll make it a snare. Is that a snare? So let's copy this. Oh, it is. Very crispy, crunchy one. to go to the MIDI control here in the envelopes, and thanks to Stranger for this one. This is a really good little tip. You can do it with a pitch as well, mapping the pitch, but this is just really easy, so I'm going to, really convenient. So on the first 2 bars, I'm going to make it pitch down when it rolls on that snares. It's effectively like mapping the pitch bend on a keyboard. Something like that. You know, I start hearing musical patterns. I'm kind of inspired just by the random patterns I create. That's really the key to music listening. Do it with this one as well. Maybe I'll do it with my favourite snare. Just gonna copy this. So I'm just using I'm not naming any of these ones. You can name them afterwards if you want, but kind of adds to the excitement that you don't really know what it is. This will probably sound terrible. Let's just give it a go. Not too bad. Okay, so that's sounding pretty good. The only thing that's left to do is to make a stop pad. And that is because we've got all of these running with a release of 60 seconds, so I'll demonstrate. It carries on even after you've stopped it. So if you're just jamming things out, that's not very helpful. So I make a little false pad with nothing on it, that's in the same choke group, so whenever you hit that, it will just stop the rest of them dead. And then I program a little MIDI clip here, just one note on the stop, make that red, call it stop. Done it here as well. Stop's dead. And yeah, let's have a play of those and see what they sound like. There we go, sounds pretty good to me. So I'll package this up and leave a link in the description to download it and have a mess about. Have fun, use your ears, listen to what you're making and respond to it. But this is a really quick way to get that kind of authentic jungle sound with all the different warp modes that you got going on. You can also mess about with texture warp mode, which I haven't done in this. Let's give it another listen. Yeah, there we go. Have fun, and I'll see you around.